Well, oh, it's recording already. Hi! So what's up, guys? Back to school.
It's back to school season, and some of you might be heading off from high school to college.
And if you're not, then you're very, very lucky.
For those of you who are, we've compiled a list of things you should know.
Just advice from us.
Yeah, things that we've learned. I've been in college for 5 years.
And I'm going on my second year right now.
Yeah, so these are just some things that we've learned from somebody who's been in college for a while and somebody who's just starting college.
It's really, really good. I know some people think it's weird, but to make friends with your professors.
It sounds weird because you've been in high school and they're adults and you're a teenager, but once you get to college, you find that there are some professors.
They might even be just a year older than you.
Yeah, we're all adults, basically, and it's good to make friends with your professors. That way you can feel comfortable talking to them and asking them questions about your assignments and stuff.
Being close to them, like, they'll understand, like, some situations also. Like, if they're very close to you, you could tell them personal things which might help out in, like, later assignments.
Especially if you're going to a college where there are a lot of kids, you want to make yourself stand out to them. So, freshman 15...
It's real. Or if you're like some people like this, it's like freshman 20 or 25.
The point is that you're going to be on campus and they sell food there.
And you're gonna have money sometimes. You're like, hey, you know what? I'm bored. There's food. Here's money.
Not to mention there are fundraisers, bake sales, stuff like that where people sell things. Or you might live in a campus that has fast food restaurants next to them. The point is you're not going to be in class all the time and you're not going to be watched all the time. So you're going to have a tendency to snack and eat junk food.
Make sure, like, if you don't want to gain it, like, little tips here and there, like, always have a snack with you so you won't have to go over there and, like, eat. Or if you're not hungry, just don't eat it.
Usually there's a student bookstore that they sell snacks. Don't go for the chips, go for the peanuts. I know it might be a little worrisome to some people, the transition from going to high school to going to college. It's not that bad. The classes aren't going to be that hard. If you're able to transition from middle school to high school, you'll be able to transition from high school to college.
It's really not that much of a difference. I mean, it's just like going on to a next year of high school. I mean, the knowledge isn't that hard. You're just learning more.
Exactly.
That's what it is. Something really good about college is you can take as many classes as you want or as little classes as you want. Like, if you want 2 classes, that's fine.
The beauty about college is that you can go to college and have a job and do all this stuff because you get to choose your own schedule. If you want to go only at night, you go only at night. If you want to go only Mondays and Wednesdays, you go only Mondays and Wednesdays. And don't be afraid to take a lot of classes either if you think you can handle it.
Yeah, we're saying a fun class. My fun class was kinesiology, which is like working out or like anything with physical activity. It's like a PE. But that was my fun class. Like, that was my stress reliever.
You can take a kinesiology class, you can take an arts and crafts class, you can take just something that interests you, like mythology. There's so many options out there, and it'll really help relax you. Especially if you're in campus all day, it'll just be like that breather.
There's also a website that I want to recommend. It's called ratemyprofessor.com.
Oh, that comes in handy.
Yeah, so much. Oh my gosh. If you need to drop a class, drop it, like, as soon as possible.
The beauty about college classes is that they are so malleable to fit whatever you need and what you want. You can take online classes, just be careful with those. I took 1 online course or 2, and they were easy until I got to the end of the semester and realized I hadn't done anything. So if you're gonna take online classes, just make sure you're prepared to put in time, just as much time as you would put into a normal class.
And that's for every class. Just try. Like, that's all it really is. Like, if you push yourself, then you're good.
And if you made friends with your professors, like,
maybe even easier.
Yeah, because they'll know that you're actually trying.
If you need to talk to them, you just hit them up. They'll help you.
You want to be honest with yourself. A lot of people think they can take a lot of classes and they can't. Or they think they can take a gap year and come back and they can't. So before you make any huge decisions, you have to be honest with yourself and say, am I going to be able to take a year off? Am I going to be able to handle 6 classes? the thing with college is it's all your own decisions.
Some people go to universities and they'll come back home and they'll feel so relaxed and they won't want to go back.
You don't necessarily have to go out of state. You can go to college that's 10 minutes away. If you think you can't handle living on your own yet, you're only 18, you know? It's okay to stay at home and commute. So this one is a biggie.
Oh, okay.
You have to make an effort to make friends in college because you're not going to be around people for 8 hours a day, like 5 days a week.
Like with high school, you probably had those friends in your classes from freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. College is not like that.
No.
You're probably like just gonna have that friend for just like a semester, even not the whole year.
It's not bad to make semester friends.
It's really good because
yeah,
I haven't made any friends. It's very, very hard. So just advice, like try because I mean, like, you might think like, oh, I don't need to make friends, like just focus on school and stuff like that, but sometimes those friends, like, it's gonna come in handy. Study buddies and stuff like that.
If you're not comfortable with giving people your number, there's always
emails,
Facebook, Snapchat,
there's
a bunch
every
of
other
stuff.
way.
We live in like a social media driven world now, so you don't necessarily have to exchange phone numbers in order to get information. It's really good to have semester friends because that way, if you forgot an assignment or if you miss a day, you can just hit them up and say, hey, what did I miss? Hey, do you have the homework? And it's really, really helpful. It's okay to only have 1 or 2 friends in college. I know in high school you have a whole group.
Sometimes that gets shortened down to like 1 friend.
And it's okay to outgrow your friends too.
One could be like they're going to a different college. That's fine. That's normal. Like as long as like you guys keep in touch and whatever. But even if you don't want to be their friend anymore, like,
people grow and change all the time, especially when you're young.
Another addition to kind of making friends or not being a loner, you could join a club.
You could join a club, not even just to make friends, but just to meet people.
You could take as many or as little classes as you want. And if you take 2 classes, there might be a big gap and you need something to do. So instead of eating, there would be club. Or if you don't want to do that, I truly do recommend sports. In high school, there's usually just like the basics, like baseball, football, cheer, swim. In college, there's so many other things. There's weightlifting, there's golf, there's dance.
Try to find out what your college has to offer. I know not every college offers the same things, but try to find something that you're interested in, and then you could end up putting that on a resume. College has so many resources that people don't even realize. They have tutoring, they have libraries where you can usually rent out textbooks. They have people that actually look over resumes. They have job fairs. Even stuff that don't have to do with school or work. They have like a health center. If you want a prescription for something. During finals week, they might have something like board games or puppies to help relax people. They might have all these things that people don't even realize that college like offers. You could use it to your advantage either for the day or for your future.
Relax. Please just relax. Don't stress yourself out in college. You're gonna want to take on as much as you can because you feel like you're an adult already and you need to do all these things. Take your time. The more stuff you put on yourself, you're just gonna be so like stressed out and it's not gonna help, and it's better to just relax. Talk to your counselor a lot also.
Yes.
They're going to help you out so much.
Always talk to your counselor. Don't be afraid to talk to people, okay? Don't be afraid to go to your counselor every semester, every quarter, and see, am I taking the right things? What do I need to take?
Once you make an appointment with your counselor, right after that appointment, just make the next appointment. Like, even if it's just a week later and you don't have anything to say, like, maybe they'll, like, recommend something for you. You can get relaxed.
Just don't get too relaxed.
Thing that I love about college is that no one's pushing me to do things that I don't want to do, but then that also means that I have to push myself. You're going to be the only one to actually like determine where you're going to go. Like the classes that you want to take, no one else is going to sign you up for them. You're going to take them yourself.
The teachers have a lot of students every day, and they're not going to be able to keep track of everyone. And at that point, they assume that you're adults, and they assume that you're doing it because you want to do it. So they're not going to baby you. There's some classes that are more relaxing than others where you don't have to go to class and yet you can still pass. But you might want to get a feel for it first before you decide, yeah, I'm not going to go to this class.
That's why we said don't get too relaxed, because sooner or later it might bite you on the butt.
I always knew I wanted to go to college. I wanted to have that 4, in my case, 5-year experience and go.
On the other hand, with me, I felt like right after high school, I wanted that to be the end. I didn't have a plan, so I had to go to community, which isn't bad. It's really, really not bad. I actually am really happy that I went to community, because I don't think I'd be able to deal with going to like a university or anything like that.
What we're trying to say is that college isn't for everyone. And we're not saying you can't handle college. We're saying sometimes people don't want to go to college, and that's okay.
Because I know so many people right now that are just working right now, and they're making bang. If that's not really what you want and you know what to do to get where you want to be, do that instead then.
If you want to go to college and you want to have a career where you need a college degree, then go to college. But if you don't, and you don't want a career where you need a degree, you don't have to go. The point is that you know what you want to do and you know the steps to get there. So do the steps that it takes for you to do what you love. That's our basic advice for anyone who wants to go to college.
If you're still in college right now and you're watching this is fine, because like me, I'm taking some of this advice also and to my second year.
If you want us to make another video like this, because we still have a lot to say, go ahead and drop a comment and ask us, because we are so open to letting people know what
we have a lot to say about everything.
We like to talk. Alright, and that's our 3rd video. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful last
few weeks. Or if you're already in school, then good job.
Good job.
I'm so sorry.
Great. Enjoy what's left of your summer, and we'll see you later.